We exposed billions of dollars in benefits that had been stolen from the American people. We referred over $22 billion in fraudulent small business loans back to the Treasury for collection. We deferred more than $1.3 billion in fraudulent Medicaid reimbursements that were coming from various states, particularly California. We put a 6-month hold on enrollments for new hospice and home health care providers because so many of the newer hospice providers were not actually providing hospice services, but were just focus on frauds. Fraud is not a victimless crime. This is not somebody gets to make some money for violating the law, and otherwise it's not a big deal. This is people who rely on critical services, students who rely on student loan services, sick people who rely on hospice care, a number of small businesses who rely on the availability of these loans so that they can grow their business and hire people. All of these people, all of our fellow Americans, have been taken advantage by fraudsters, and the task force is here to stop it.
That's Vice President JD Vance hosting a roundtable earlier today with 15 state attorneys general to discuss the administration's major anti-fraud initiatives across this nation. Joining us now from House Judiciary, South Carolina Congressman Russell Fry. Congressman, it's great to have you tonight. Thank you for being here.
Jackie, thanks for having me.
I want to ask you how you think this is going, because Vance has the right idea. First, you have to identify the fraud, but then you have to prosecute it. People need to go to jail to set the stage for others out there that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated any longer.
I think there's been tremendous success in the early steps of this task force. You look at the recovery of billions of dollars in bad contracts. You look at the prosecution of various individuals across the state totaling, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars at this point. This task force was just created just a little bit ago. And so, culminating together today, meeting with several state attorney generals around the country, I think was a really good, important step in kind of highlighting the early successes, but really charting the path forward, right? We know, according to the GAO, which is a nonpartisan group, that there's roughly $500 billion that walk out of the U.S. Treasury every single year in fraud. So let's identify that from an executive level and root it out. People are very generous. They're happy to be, they're happy to be Americans, but they do not want their dollars going to fraud.
Absolutely. We don't have a revenue problem. We've got a spending problem. We've got a fraud problem. They keep asking people, the Democrats, for more. They want higher taxes. They want to go after the wealthy even more than they already contribute. But we've got all this money going out the door that's being completely wasted. I think the American people are angry about it. And it's nice to see a vice president really sink his teeth into something and take on an issue and work on it and make progress, unlike Kamala Harris, who was our border czar and left the border wide open. But Congressman, while I have you, take a listen to Montana AG Austin Knudsen earlier today. He was warning Democrat states that they're hiding staggering amounts of fraud.
Look at the states where you're finding the largest, just staggering amounts of this kind of fraud. It's the blue states. It's the Democrat states. That's just a fact. You look at Keith Ellison in Minnesota. You look at Javier Becerra, what's going on in California. I think we're just scratching the surface in California. I think we're going to uncover staggering amounts of this kind of fraud. But you have to ask yourself the question, what are these blue state leaders trying to do? Are they incentivizing the fraud? Are they complicit in the fraud? Is this an attempt to buy votes? I think those are all real important questions we have to be asking, but I do think it speaks volumes that none of my Democrat colleagues were able to show up, and as many Republican colleagues as are going to be here today did show up.
Congressman, your reaction.
I think he's absolutely right, and we've seen this in Congress. I mean, there's eligibility things in these blue states that are not followed up on. There are guardrails that are not acted on. Even when watchdogs come forward to the Congress, as an example, and say, hey, look, there are not guardrails going on, say, COVID money going out the door. If you put these guardrails on, you'll eliminate fraud. They didn't do it. They turned the other they turned the other way, and you had money going to China, Romania, Uzbekistan, you name it, all around the world, funding these fraudsters, not even just here domestically, around the world. And they want nothing to do with it. So look, this is a 50-state strategy. Democrat states have a vested interest, or should have a vested interest, in cleaning this up too, because that ultimately is a better government for their own citizens. But up to this point, they haven't been unwilling to engage in a meaningful way, and we hope that they come around.
Yeah, you make a lot of sense, Congressman Fry. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Jackie.
All right, now listen.